darling, just for you, we're going to start again. Not that I didn't press the record button. Anyway, so what is a force? We're doing forces. Force is something that is either a push or a pull or a twist. The things we looked at is when you write on paper, you're pushing and pulling your pen across the paper. You're typing on a keyboard, you're pushing the keys. Tug of war, you're pulling the rope. You're twisting the screw off the top of a bottle. When you post a letter through a door, you push it in. You pull on your sock to put your sock on, and you twist the door handle. And I was saying that this is a contact force. You must be touching something. You must be in physical contact with it. And the next thing we look at is, well, what are the different types of forces? Now, nearly all of these are contact forces, but I'm going to talk about the ones I want you to think about, right? So, friction is when you're walking, it is the grip. So I'm only going to talk about two. So friction is the force on the ground. It is the grip. So let's put that down. Friction is grip on the ground. That is one example of it, right? On the ground when you are walking. So that's one example of it. And the other one I want to talk about here, and one of my favorite ones, is gravity. Now, you don't have to touch anything to fall. You know, gravity will pull you down, even in space. So the nice thing is, gravity is a non-contact force. Right? And what I mean by that is you do not need to be touching anything. Right? So even in space, you'll see space stations fall out of the orbit and crash into the Earth. They don't need to be touching anything. You don't even need to be touching air, because if you're on the moon, there is actually no atmosphere. Yet still, gravity pulls you down. All right, let me get rid of that. So the one I wanted to look at was gravity, because it only has a pulling effect. There's no push. If you could find out the anti-gravity particle, if you could work out a way of a force that pushed you against gravity, oh my God, you would change space travel. We'd be able to get to space without having to fight gravity. But that's the difference. That's one of the things I find very interesting about physics. So I want to look at gravity. It's a non-contact force. Okay. And to be honest, that is the extent of what I want you to look at. And we're going to learn, and this is really important, we're going to learn different things. And here are some flashcards. Now, to use these flashcards, this is on a website. All you do is click on this, then I believe press on this button, and it opens up. And you've got 9 flashcards, only 9. This is one of the best ways to learn about absolutely anything. All right, what is a force? And you either flip the card or you press on it, and it says it's a pull, a push, a pull, or a twist. Next one, give an example of a push force. Here you've got pushing a swing. It can be anything. Pushing a ball, pushing a box across the floor. All right. Next, give an example of a pull force. Pulling a door open. This is not turning the door handle, it's pulling on a door or pulling on a rope. Okay. Give an example of a twist force. That would be something like, oopsie daisy, a door handle. Okay. What force is responsible for a compass working? Now, that is magnetism. Right. Next, what force causes objects to fall to the ground? That would be gravity. Is gravity always attractive, always repulsive, or both? Now, this is really cool. What it means by attractive is, does it always pull? Repulsive means, does it push away? It is only and only attractive. All right, it pulls you towards it. The Earth pulls us towards it. It doesn't push us away. Right. What is the difference between mass and weight? And I love this one. This is something that we have to really understand. And I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about it in some detail. And the last card, what is friction? It's a force that slows things down when they rub together. Okay, now those are the flashcards. I'm going to talk about weight or mass. The thing I'm going to say to you is you have to go through the flashcards at least 5 or 6 times till it clicks. This is not about being fast. This is not about answering the questions as fast as possible. This is about learning everything in your flashcards. Okay, now let's talk about mass and weight. So I was having this conversation. I love having this conversation with year 11, especially as they're close to exams in year 12. So we'll talk about mass. All right. So I'm going to pop this question about mass and weight. You cannot insult me. I'm going to say that now. I'm far bigger than most people think. So weight. So in the chat box, how much do I weigh? Charlie, Charlotte, no clue. Take a guess. Take a guess. How much do you think I weigh? The average? Nope. I'm a bit bigger than average. I want you to pick a number. Any number you want. Pounds, Alexi. I like the term pounds, but we don't use pounds in physics. Okay. Try again. Somebody else. Come on. Someone take a guess. 9 kilograms. Well done. I'm actually a bit heavier than. The answer I like best so far is kilograms. But however, that is not weight. Okay. So most people, so the most important thing, as I said, how you talk in English is very different to how we talk in physics. So, and I'm gonna look at, I think I'm about 95 kilograms. I used to be 110, so I've been a good boy and I've lost weight. So the answer we're gonna have a look at is Elias, 90 kilograms. This is what people think weight is in the really real world. In common sense, this is not the unit of weight. All right. So in physics, this is the unit of mass. This is mass. What does mass mean? It's how much stuff, how much, and I'm going to keep it in, quite simple language. How much stuff I am made of. All right. In other words, it doesn't matter if I'm on Earth, and it doesn't matter if I'm in space. I am made of 90 kilograms of matter. Matter, just stuff that I'm made of. Right? And that doesn't change. If I go to the moon, my mass is still 90 kilograms. But when you talk in normal language, when we talk in English, we turn around and say, oh, well, how much do you weigh? 80 kilograms, 90 kilograms. And I'm never going to argue with someone who says, no, that's mass. No, that is English. That is common English language. And we're not doing that, we're doing physics. So my mass is 90 kilograms. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn around here and say my mass equals 90 kilograms. My weight is a force, all right? Ooh, weight is a force. It is always, and I'm not going to say downwards. I could say downwards, but I'm going to, towards the center of the earth, all right? The earth is pulling me down towards its center, all right? So weight is a force towards the center of the earth. Now, how you calculate weight, and I'm going to tell you very quickly. No, I may not. No, I may not until we do today's session. All right, so just to show you, I'm going to finish off this video with how to get to flashcards because I think I didn't flip over to the new tab that opens. So when you click on the flashcard, there's a little source button. When you click on it, you will see this. All right, these are your flashcards. What is a force? A push, pull, twist. Next, give an example of a push force, pushing a swing. Let's see, that's max. Where I'm on here, and we can just, and you must go through these till you can do it quite easily. All right. What is the difference between mass and weight? Flip card. Mass is how much matter is in an object. Weight is how strong gravity pulls it. And I love that. Now, here's the thing. As I said to you, this is very different from primary school. I do not care if this takes you 20 minutes or 10 minutes. If you rush this, right, and if you go through it once thinking, I know it, this isn't going to work. You're going to maybe find today's lesson okay, but you will find physics itself very, very difficult. Not because it's hard, because you've not spent time learning the keywords. Okay, so that's the task. After you've done that, so after you've gone through the flashcards, let me go back to this. You have got the questions underneath. All right. Now, the thing that I find with physics is do not write one word answers. Try to write them in sentences. If there's not enough space, just write them somewhere else. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of that. All right. So let's stop that share. Let's get this. So your first job, go through the flashcards, try the questions. No, the answers aren't already there. The flashcards is something you go through, Elia. You go through, you don't flip it, you try to answer it without looking, and then you flip it and check if you're right. And you do that about 10 times. Right? There's the Miro board, and let me make multiple copies. Now, I've had to clear your board, so make copies of the work, and put your name on it, please. Yes, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so I've just kind of made lots of copies. There you go. All right, let's enjoy. Alexi, I love that dude. I can see that from a mile away, and I like that. Thanks. Charlotte, yeah, brilliant. Move your work around. This board is huge. Make yourself some space. Oh, I didn't stop